Hey YouTube, Ethan here. I wanted to talk about the next Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer. So, there's been a lot of speculation on Reddit about when the next trailer will be releasing and what will be included in the trailer, and what new information may be included. I even made a video about a potential release date for the next trailer with my assumption. However, my assumption proved to be incorrect. While I can't say for sure when the next trailer will be dropping, we can get a pretty good idea of what will be included or featured in the next trailer based off Rockstar's history. And really, this is not just Rockstar's history, but any company that uses trailers to promote their products, whether it's for movies or video games. They will follow a similar path for how they reveal their product. But using Rockstar's history as an example will allow us to predict some of the things that we will see with a high degree of confidence. We're going to start all the way back in 2002 for Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Now, there's nothing wrong with starting with GTA 3, but that trailer was lacking compared to the rest of the series in the sense that the main character did not speak. The reveal was much more gameplay oriented, with each trailer released rather than deeper story elements that we're going to discuss. So, starting with Grand Theft Auto Vice City, the first trailer introduced us to the setting of Vice City, and confirmed that Miami was the inspiration for this next chapter in the series. We had an introduction of the vibe of the city, the color palette, which will be much different than GTA 3, an introduction to Tommy Vercetti as the main character, and very few new elements to the gameplay, such as motorcycles. The second trailer was a lot more high-tempo and action-oriented. It included gameplay cutscenes that were featured in the main game as part of the story, introduction to various other characters in the story, and story elements that gives you hints about the direction that the game was going to take you in. The first trailer for GTA San Andreas was very similar to that of Vice City's first trailer, introducing you to the setting and confirming that San Andreas would indeed be influenced by the 90s LA culture. Again, we saw a few game elements, the vibe of the city, and a few new game mechanics such as character customization, ordering takeout food, new vehicles, and bicycles. Some prominent locations inspired by LA from the 90s, and the gangs that you'd be dealing with. GTA San Andreas' second trailer went above and beyond, featuring voice actors, deep story elements, actual gameplay cutscenes, as well as a ton of new information, confirming that this game was going to be feature-rich at its core. 4 years later, Rockstar released the trailer for Grand Theft Auto 4, now on next-generation consoles, that being the Xbox 360 and the PS3. This was the first time developing a GTA game with their in-house graphics engine, called Rage, the Rockstar Advanced Graphics Engine. So, understandably, the first trailer included mainly the graphics, the sights and sounds of the city. It had almost no gameplay elements, or action, and you had a small introduction to the main character, Niko Bellic. At the time of the release of GTA 4's first trailer, we had reports from insiders that the game was struggling with development. The shift to new consoles, as well as using their new Rage engine and implementing proprietary physics software, Euphoria, was taking a toll on development. But they needed to get something out for marketing purposes, and despite how amazing the game turned out, the trailer at the time was seen as somewhat of a tech demo for better things to come in the future. The second trailer for GTA 4 delivered was high tempo and included a lot of story elements. A lot of voices from the main actors of the game, and many people don't know this, but they actually spoiled the ending of the game for us at the end of this trailer. The man Niko is holding when he says, "I'm the one who survived," is the person he's hunting throughout the entire game. Now, it's not the very end of Niko's story, but it is interesting that Rockstar would include a spoiler like that, knowing that it will most likely go under the radar with fans. Make sure you keep this tidbit in mind when you're watching future Grand Theft Auto trailers, or anything from Rockstar for that matter. For Grand Theft Auto 5, we had an introduction to Michael, an introduction to the setting, which was returning to San Andreas, and an introduction to life in San Andreas for the civilians or the NPCs of the world. Then, once again, Trailer 2 went above and beyond, featuring deep story elements, this time for all three characters. A lot of gameplay, story cutscenes, and conflicts that each character had in their own individual life that was separate from one another. During this time, Rockstar also featured dedicated trailers specifically highlighting the mechanics of the game with voiceovers. It was an interesting shift from a company that was generally very secretive up to this point. Now, they also did this with the first Red Dead Redemption prior to GTA 5, and obviously, it proved to be a big success for them, and they decided to continue the trend for GTA 5 and continued the gameplay series, even with Red Dead Redemption 2. And to be honest, I think this was a welcome change to the culture at Rockstar Games. Prior to this, they would allow magazine outlets to come to their studio, either watch or even play the game behind closed doors, and allow reporters to attempt to articulate what they saw. So, what can we expect from the Grand Theft Auto 6 upcoming trailer? Well, the common theme among every single second trailer released by Rockstar Games has been deeper story elements, including gameplay footage such as police chases and weapon usage. We'll see character conflicts, the relationships among main characters and side characters, cutscenes from the main story to hint at the characters' motives and what drives them, possibly even a few late-game spoilers that we may not see coming until we play the game. It's also very interesting to note that the first Grand Theft Auto V trailer was released on November 2nd, 2011. The second trailer was released over a year later on November 14th in 2012. And then finally, the game released September 17th, 2013. Make no mistake that Rockstar is in no hurry to get out another trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6. After all, at this point, the trailer has over 215 million views. It's absolutely insane how many times the trailer has been viewed and dissected by the fans. However, I do believe that when the second trailer releases, the floodgates will start to open in preparation for the release of the game. I don't believe that the second trailer will be released until Rockstar has absolute confidence that the game is within 1 year of being ready. The first trailer for GTA 6 was really just an announcement for the fans that the game is indeed in development, and that it is long enough in production to showcase the beautiful world that they have created so far. And with the hype and attention that the trailer has gotten over the past year, I would not be surprised if we're into 2025 before the next trailer releases. However, with that being said, I also wouldn't be entirely shocked if the second trailer is released in November or December of this year. I'm about 50-50 on this. As I said, I don't think they're in a hurry to release. But if the game is due for next year, it makes sense to pick up the marketing campaign heading into the next year. So, what do you think we will see in the next trailer? And how long do you think it will be? Will we see it in 2024 or well into 2025? Let me know what you think. Until next time, I'm Ethan, and I'll talk to you later.